applause. We have some guests with us tonight that I sure want to mention so that you'll be aware of the people that really work behind the scenes to help this be so successful. We have some of our Fort Monroe Foundation Board of Directors are here tonight. I know that Susan Collins has been with us tonight. Also from the Fort Monroe Authority Board of Trustees, I have Jay Joseph, and from our Finance Committee we have Rob Shuford, who's also with Old Point National Bank. And finally from our Hampton City Council, we have Steve Brown, who's here as well this evening, and we're grateful for that. What I've just described to you are the partnerships which make Fort Monroe great. And there's no more significant partnership that we have than the one that we have with Terry Brown and the National Park Service. Please give them a big round of applause. The City of Hampton is what it provides our municipal services at Fort Monroe, like police and fire and protection. All those first responders are here tonight. They're here to not only make sure you have fun, but they're here to make sure you're safe and that you get home safely. Let's give all of them a round of applause as well. And then, of course, the Hampton Convention and Visitor Bureau. They have really bought into this concept of Fort Monroe, and they've really embraced the idea that this is what's good for Fort Monroe is what's good for Hampton. And so we want to thank our Hampton Convention and Visitor Bureau for their support in helping to bring this annual event to you. I also want to thank the following Fort Monroe Foundation sponsors for their continued support in presenting programs such as this year's 4th of July event on the 5th. Sponsoring this year's event are Atlantic Communications, the Daily Press, DeVaris Real Estate, Old Point National Bank, the Paradise Ocean Club, Town Bank, Veolia Water, and Warwick Mechanical Group. Their support makes all this possible, and we're very, very grateful for that. I also want to mention to you that our Mayor, Donnie Tuck, was going to be here tonight. Mr. Tuck called me and told me that he wasn't able to come, but on behalf of the City of Hampton, he wanted to give you his welcome and hope that you have a wonderful and safe evening tonight at Fort Monroe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to be able to introduce to you our Congresswoman, who is a 20-year Navy veteran. She serves on the House Armed Services and Veterans Affairs Committee. Her district includes parts of the peninsula, Virginia Beach, and the Eastern Shore. But most importantly, her district includes Fort Monroe. So we're delighted to have with us this evening from Virginia's 2nd Congressional District, Congresswoman Elaine Luria. Big round of applause.
Well, good evening, everyone, and thanks for attending this incredible continued celebration of July 4th at Fort Monroe. I'm Elaine Luria, and I have the honor of representing Virginia's 2nd Congressional District in the U.S. Congress. And before I begin, I wanted to take a moment to recognize the Fort Monroe Authority for organizing this celebration and for their efforts to preserve the history right here at Fort Monroe. Thank you. As we watch the fireworks and we host barbecues and celebrate Independence Day weekend, it's important that we also reflect on the history of our nation. And to learn more about that history, we don't have to go very far when we stand here at Fort Monroe. The very ground that we're standing on holds a very special place in our history. And this year is especially significant, 2019, because it marks the 400th anniversary of the arrival of the first enslaved Africans to the English North American colonies. Nearly 250 years later, at this same point, escaped slaves arrived at what was called Freedom's Fortress, and it was announced that they would not be returned to the Confederate forces. As President Obama said 8 years ago, Fort Monroe played an important role in some of the darkest and some of the most heroic moments of American history. Our Commonwealth must wrestle with this complex past so that we are empowered to continue to correct injustices today. The newly freed slaves here at Fort Monroe courageously fought to protect the freedoms that we enjoy. And likewise, across our history, brave men and women from all different backgrounds, ethnicities, and cultures have fought and sacrificed for America. Freedom comes with a price, and we must honor and remember all those who paid and continue to pay the price. Tonight, as we celebrate Independence Day, let's continue to reflect on the complicated history of our nation. Let's proudly look back on the progress we've made while asking ourselves the tough and honest questions so we can continue to recommit ourselves to a better America. Thank you all for your time. I wish you a fun and safe 4th of July, and God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, so as we get ready to invite the band to come back up here, we do have a couple of homework assignments for you. So I need to get your attention for just a couple of minutes. The first one is, we want you to remember the words of our Congresswoman when she started talking about what happened here 400 years ago. We're going to be commemorating that event on August the 24th and 25th here at Fort Monroe. Please go to our website, learn more about those activities. Please come back here and be part of that very special occasion as we reflect on that history. The second thing that I want you to think about is I want you to stop for just a moment and pause and ask yourself, where did I park my car? Because it's going to be dark in another hour and you're going to be looking for your car. So be thinking right now, where's my car, so that you don't get lost. If you do, we have people here to help you find your car, but please try to remember where your car is and where your children are. Please, we want you to get home safely tonight. There will be a lot of traffic when this is over. Please be patient, enjoy yourselves. Many thanks to the Hampton Police Department, who, while you're enjoying this, are busy out on the streets right now, turning all the traffic around so that when you leave Fort Monroe, you'll be able to drive straight off of the property.
Down car keys.
And you have another homework assignment. Thank you very much. Check to see if you have your keys. Apparently somebody out there might know where their keys are and their children are. The car is, but they're not going to know where their keys are. Please come up here and see us, and we'll be glad to give you your keys back. So in just a few minutes, we're going to bring the band back up here. I hope you enjoy the band, and you've already seen where the fireworks are going to be when the band finishes at 9:15. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to enjoy a fantastic fireworks show. We want you to have a great night. Be safe. Enjoy this. God bless America. And ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to hearing from the United States Air Force Heritage of America, Blue Aces.